Welcome back to VSG Tea
with Sammi and Bre.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Thank you, up. Well, we are back. We are back for another episode of VSG Tea with Sammi and Bre.
Yes, we are.
Yes, and what are we talking about today?
We're going to talk about mental health after surgery because that really just slapped me across the face in these past few weeks, and by golly, I got to talk about it.
I love it.
So, I just want to know personally, from after your VSG surgery, did you get, I know the answer, people really don't know the answer, but did you get like a little feisty after?
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me? I was hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I documented a lot of it too.
I know you did, and I love you for that. But why do you think that is?
Well, because our hormones are crazy, and it's a lot of adrenaline going into surgery, changing your lifestyle, also being kind of hungry when you're on your liquids and soft foods phases, and it was just a combination of things.
A little bit
your body's trying to balance out a little bit.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. So after my sleeve surgery, I was just so sick that like I didn't really have those emotions. It was just more like I was trying to figure out my life, and I didn't have Instagram or people to fall back on. So I was a little lost puppy. After my tummy tuck, I felt like I bounced back super quick, and I was good to go, and I was back at work day 10. I was like here for it. I loved it. All good and go.
Yes.
This one
Beat you up.
It curb stomped me.
Oh God, I hate that term. Should we even say that? That's a gang-related term. Yes, Sammi. Okay. I pointed to her when we did our TikTok thing of who would most likely commit murder, and I pointed to her for a reason. You said curb stomp, like bitch. That is a bit much, okay? It's not freaking American X.
Okay, I'll take it back. Okay, relax. Okay, but this one really messed with me.
Oh my God.
Surgery really stopped me in my tracks.
I don't believe you.
Oh my God.
Say what you were gonna say, okay, you gang member. You gang member.
So it curb stomped me. All right?
I hate that you said it again. Like, we're fine. We don't need to say it again.
All right, so it really messed me up.
And flagged on Instagram.
Anyways, yes, it really did mess me up. And I obviously am back to a little bit better mental state here. But I don't know if it was because I have my complication or if it was the hormones or what it was. But after my recent surgery, I have been hitting the lowest of lows I have ever hit in my entire life. And like that's tea. Because honestly, I was sitting there like, I won't get too deep into it, but I was like, why am I doing this life thing? I mean, like there were certain moments where I was like, this is dumb. I don't want to be like this anymore. And it's like, you look at it when you're okay, and you're like, why was I thinking like that? Like I'm a psychopath. Like, did you have thoughts, like scary thoughts?
Well,
I'm getting a little deep on here.
No, but it has made me think about a lot of things from my past. Like, you know, a lot of things that like hit home with me, like how I was like teased when I was younger and how I just didn't love myself and how I'm still working through that kind of stuff. So that's very dark for me too. Yeah, but I understand.
So yes, I hit some very dark moments, and I actually, what got me kind of out of it was I woke up one day and I was like, I am tired of feeling this way. I don't care what is going on with my body. I don't care what I'm unhappy about. It's not the end of the world. I need to just put on a brave face and just go. And I got up and I got ready. I did my makeup and I got ready for work and I went to work. And I just like put on like a different, like it was just like a new mindset for the day. And I was like, I don't care what happens. Exactly.
I feel like also when I first talked to you early on, it didn't hit you at that point. You were still just like, oh my goodness, like this happened. And I was mad for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want you to get mad. Like I want you to feel these feelings because you absolutely are entitled to them.
Right.
And then when you like found out like we're starting to put a few things together, you were like, wait a minute, this is not my fault.
Yeah.
And someone's trying to tell me that it is.
Yeah.
And then you were starting to feel that, and I was like, good, like you need to work through those feelings. Absolutely.
Right. And I'm the kind of person where I don't like to put my problems onto other people. So like saying, like, getting out here and being like, yes, I have, what is forming to be double bubble. Like, that for me was putting on issues on other people. Like, of course, like now I have to go on my Instagram and be like, a sob story. And I just, for me, that was so hard. And I think that also hit me hard mentally too, because I was like, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I want to be that fun, spunky, positive person. And
yeah, because you are.
And it's
that's
dark
not
and
life.
dreamy over here. I know.
You know, you can't be like the sunshine for everybody all the time.
Right.
And you really truly are,
But we get caught up in the comparison game. Like, how come their thighs look great? And how come their boobs are fine?
Right.
But it's okay, because, who knows if someone's looking at our stuff and being like, well, how come her tummy tuck looks great? How come her arms aren't having complications? I don't know, you know? So I'm trying to be appreciative of what is going good. And it can be fixed. We've talked to a doctor who is more than willing to help me out here, so.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing too, is like you took action, you sprung into action right away, did your own research, and it just happened to be amazing timing with a doctor who reached out to you.
Yeah.
Who we might be featuring on our page very soon. And I feel like you're in a much better place because you're like, okay, you know what? I know how to tackle this. And you have a plan.
Right.
And that's what I always say too. If you have a plan to combat anything, like you can. You absolutely can.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have a plan in place. I kind of felt like a lost puppy until I talked to the doctors, and I was like, okay, now there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I want to go to someone who is an expert in this, and they'll help me, and they'll fix it. And it's like, that also helped my mindset. There was a lot of like mini things up to it, but yeah, so I just wanted to encourage people that if you're struggling after surgery, if you're just feeling like your lowest of low, just know that you're going to get through it, and you have people like us that you can reach out to anytime and give you a little encouragement.
Absolutely.
But
And don't compare your journey with anybody else's. No. Because we are all on our own journeys. Yes. No journey is the same. I promise you.
No, 100%. I mean, no, the comparison game, that's a whole topic. I could just rant about that for days.
And days.
I think we're all guilty of it, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, it's crazy because when people do come into like my DMs and they're like, oh, why'd you even get surgery? Like, you didn't need surgery. Like, I do so encourage people who feel that way to go back and watch my first video, because there's other reasons that people have this surgery than weight loss.
Right.
And it's very important to know, and especially when you're looking into getting this surgery, definitely do your research on, how much this surgery helps in other areas of your life.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yes. And yeah, don't compare, and especially don't compare, period.
I'm so guilty of it.
No.
I'm so guilty of it.
I know.
Especially recently.
It's hard.
Especially when you hit a low point, you compare. And that's all. Yeah. And that's not good for our mental health whatsoever.
No.
But then you also surround yourself with people, that encourage you and pump you up and make you feel like the bad bee you are.
Okay, girl. Hair toss, hair flip.
Yes.
Splits. Awesome. Well, thank you for opening up to us. I feel like we have both been like emotional little roller coasters lately, and that's why we took like a few weeks off of our show, or just actually really 2 episodes off.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. You going through your surgery and everything going on with that, and then I heard one song, it was like freaking triggered from my past. That beautiful Kate Canning song, so pretty. She's amazing. And yeah, I just feel like it's okay to go through it, and it's okay to have these feelings and to be vulnerable, and this is your platform to do so.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes.
And it's okay for all of you to feel those feels too.
That's right. Penny says, what? She's speaking in a high-pitched voice. My mom does that sometimes for me. My mom, my girl. Yeah.
Be a little softy. All right, guys. We love you.
Thank you for watching.
Bye. See you next time.
Pinkies up.